Right now at 5, cleanup continues for last week's train derailments that put crews at odds.
You're watching WKBT La Crosse. This is News 8 Now at 5.
Good evening, everyone, and thanks for joining us for News 8 Now at 5. I'm Ken Kozarowski. Cleanup is still underway after a Burlington North Santa Fe train derailed near Highway 35 last Thursday. News 8 Now's Dua Israr is live in DeSoto, where roads may open soon. Dua?
Ken, the crews have cleared up all of the major materials, and that includes the train cars, the engines, and the hazardous materials. Crawford County Director Jim Hackett says that Highway 35 is expected to open on Wednesday. On Thursday, 10 cars holding 2 boxes of cargo each derailed. Some paint, diesel, and batteries spilled into the Mississippi River. Hackett says all materials on board and in the river have been contained and removed. BNSF says it will conduct inspections twice a day for the next 7 days and will have set up a temporary command center. BNSF will also cover the cost of the resources used in the cleanup. The company says the local derailment will not cost taxpayers any money.
BNSF has agreed to pay for all damages that they cause of the roadways. They have agreed to replace anything. They have agreed to cover salaries of all first responders that came.
There were several concerns why trains were operating during a flood. Hackett says trains are held to federal regulations. County government cannot decide when a train runs or doesn't. The cause of the derailment is under federal investigation. Now, there have been some reports of a white sudsy substance floating across the Mississippi River. Hackett says that is not related to the derailment. Crawford County Emergency Management believes it may have to do with some home materials that escaped from the houses that were affected by flooding. The DNR spill team is investigating that material, and Hackett says they could have an answer by Wednesday. Reporting live in DeSoto, Dua Israr, News 8 Now. Ken, back to you.
Dua, thanks very much. And the Federal Railroad Association says it could take 30 days or more to find out what caused the derailment. Well, the La Crosse County landfill is processing 2.5 million pounds of debris from that derailment. Officials say county staff and hauling companies are working around the clock after BNSF asked them for help. Over the weekend, crews have been sorting through the non-hazardous waste from the crash containers. Officials say the emergency operation should wrap up today. Meantime, all along the riverfront, at least when I was driving down south on Copeland Avenue, Bill, you could see that the river stage has definitely receded a little bit. Progress is being made.
Yeah, and that trend will continue. So some good news with the latest information along the Mississippi River. Many spots still above flood stage, so those river flood warnings continue. But look at the latest stages, down to 14.20 in Wabasha. Again, these all still above flood stage. Forecast to fall to flood stage in Wabasha around May 7th or 8th. 15.96 feet in Winona, so below 16 feet. Also forecast to fall to flood stage around May 7th or 8th. Here in La Crosse, we're down to 14.13. Forecast to fall to flood stage, which is 12 feet around May 8th. And Prairie du Chien McGregor will take a little bit longer down there, 21.54, but falling to near 18 feet around May 8th. Don't really have good data past then, so don't want to mislead you. Otherwise, today, boy, another blustery day after a cruddy weekend. My goodness, more clouds and sun both days, rain showers, even some snow showers over northern and eastern parts of the state. Today, still mainly cloudy, but at least we were dry. Current temperatures 49 in Viroqua, 54 here in La Crosse, 51 in Eau Claire, 54 in Winona, and mostly to partly cloudy overnight. Still windy, especially this evening. It was a windy day. Lows dropping to about 39 degrees, so that's cooler than average. Our average low closer to 45. But if you're a warmer weather fan, I've got some good news for you in my 8-day forecast. I'll share it in just a few minutes.
That sounds good. Thanks a lot, Bill.
Okay.
In the meantime, La Crosse firefighters are testing their endurance in emergency situations. Today, firefighters participated in a training simulation that pushes them to their physical limits. Mayo Clinic Health System sports medicine teams are also on hand supervising data collection. The firefighters wore heart rate monitors to keep track of how hard they each push themselves during simulations of real situations they would respond to.
On a normal fire scene, you're working But you don't know how hard you can work and how long you can work unless you've tried it before. And this is kind of what this course does.
The department has required this training for the last 7 years. La Crosse Fire and Mayo Clinic Health System have teamed up for the simulations, though, the last 3 years. One athletic trainer said this is something he especially looks forward to.
It's a fun part of my job because it's something that we get to go and have direct kind of boots on the ground, working with them, really trying to find things to help boost their performance.
The Marquardt says they'll compare today's results to last year's tests and then assign firefighters certain tasks that are based on their physical abilities. A former Wisconsin student will serve 17 years in prison for stabbing a police officer with a barbecue fork. Grant Furman is found guilty of attempted first-degree intentional homicide after stabbing an officer several times in 2019 at an Oshkosh high school. The stabbed officer also shot the then 16-year-old, but neither was seriously hurt. Furman had faced up to 60 years in state prison, the judge also sentencing him to 10 years of extended supervision. 2 Wisconsin Republicans are looking into a bill that would let 14-year-olds in the state serve alcohol to seated customers in bars and restaurants. Current state law says only workers 18 and older can do that. Lawmakers say the bill is an effort to address the state's worker shortage program. The National Institute on Alcohol Abuse and Alcoholism says if this bill passes, Wisconsin would have the lowest age for workers to serve alcohol. Marijuana is one big step closer to being legal in the state of Minnesota. New legislation will allow adults 21 and older to buy, sell, and use marijuana. John Lauritsen talked with people on both sides of the debate for their opinion.
This bill simply is not ready.
With recreational marijuana as close as it's ever been to becoming legal in Minnesota, Senate Republicans took time to highlight their concerns that range from public health to public safety.
Number one, we don't have a reliable road test. That is key for driving under the influence.
GOP Senators Carla Nelson and Mark Johnson say they're worried law enforcement officers will have a harder time keeping roadways safe if a cannabis bill becomes law. They're also worried that increased marijuana use would lead to more substance abuse and that local governments won't have any control when it comes to regulating marijuana sales.
The reality is the implications of this particular bill that's up today on the Senate floor are very dire for the state of Minnesota, and it's not a joking matter.
Differences between the House and Senate bills have to do with taxes and possession. The Senate bill allows for someone 21 or older to have 5 pounds of cannabis in their home. The House bill allows for 1.5 pounds.
Well, I think people who are opposed to cannabis legalization will say it's never ready.
Ryan Winkler is the chairman for Minnesota is Ready, a group that's been pushing for legalizing marijuana. He highlighted the positives of a potential cannabis law, including automatically expunging low-level cannabis convictions from people's criminal records.
This bill is ready, and Minnesota is ready for cannabis legalization. People know that adults can make responsible decisions for cannabis, and the system of prohibition that we have had for so long hasn't worked.
Now that the bill passed the Senate, it heads to a conference committee to iron out the differences before it goes to Governor Tim Walz. And Walz said it's the right move for Minnesota, and he intends to sign it into law if it reaches his desk. Just ahead, another mid-sized bank fails. The latest on federal regulators' efforts to contain the fallout after this.
Knutson Roofing, locally owned with 18 years of experience to get your project done right the first time. Whether it's roofing, window, or siding installation, we offer reliable, dependable, and quality work we stand behind. Knutson Roofing. Call or visit us online today.
Menards has what you need to grow the perfect lawn. All 11% off. ProMix grass seed is fast working and contains added nutrients for a richer and healthier lawn. Pick up a bag today, just $10.99 each after rebate. Create the yard of your dreams with Pennington One Step Sun and Shade Lawn Patch. It's everything you need to grow lush, thick grass, pre-mixed and ready to use. This bag is just $12.99 after 11% rebate right now at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
When you rent a Culligan water softener, there is no down payment or maintenance costs. Imagine all you could do with the savings. Dive into better water. Contact your local Culligan water dealer.
Hi, have you seen that realtor with all those billboards?
Hold my beer.
local, award-winning injury lawyers. Get Nicolay.
As a veteran of our country's armed services, you have already made the ultimate sacrifice. Through no fault of your own, you may be experiencing hardships, such as the inability to pay rent, utilities, or receive other life-sustaining services. The Veterans Rental Assistance Program was created by and for people living in Wisconsin. No Wisconsin veteran should ever have to face homelessness or lose heat, power, or water again.
Keep your vehicle clean at ShipShape Car Wash in Onalaska. Unlimited car wash is only $19.99 per month. Your choice of soft touch or touchless automatic, just $19.99 per month. And we do dualies. ShipShape Car Wash next to Festival Foods in Onalaska.
Betting on our weather is risky business. Don't gamble with your most valuable asset. Knutson Roofing has you covered with an available 50-year guarantee on all roofs. Yes, we set an available 50-year guarantee. Knutson Roofing. Call or visit us online today.
You're watching News 8 Now. Expect more.
The stock market is holding steady as JP Morgan Chase buys First Republic Bank. Federal regulators helped orchestrate that sale, hoping to contain the fallout of the second biggest bank failure in U.S. history. Nicole D'Antonio has the latest.
First Republic customers checked on their accounts in New York and San Francisco. JP Morgan Chase now runs all 84 branches of the failed bank.
I'm upset and I'm angry. They've helped us and they've been there for us a great deal.
Customers have full access to their deposits, but some depositors were disappointed to lose a trusted lender.
This bank was so wonderful. They were nothing but generous.
Regulators seized First Republic early Monday morning and then sold all of its deposits and most of its assets to JP Morgan, the nation's largest bank.
All depositors are protected.
Speaking to small business owners, President Biden said he wants to make sure this doesn't happen again and reassured Americans taxpayers will not be on the hook.
These actions are going to make sure that the banking system is safe and sound, and that includes protecting small businesses across the country who need to make payroll.
First Republic suffered a bank run in March after the collapse of Silicon Valley Bank and Signature Bank. In a report released Friday, the Federal Reserve found its own supervisors failed to take forceful enough action to address growing risks at Silicon Valley Bank ahead of the collapse. Nicole D'Antonio, CBS News, Washington.
The Fed is also grappling with stubbornly high food and energy prices and expected to raise its benchmark interest rate for a 10th time on Wednesday in an effort to tamp down inflation. Coming up, the La Crosse County Historical Society is encouraging local youth to get engaged with the community's history.
And I'm Chief. Welcome to the rustic side of Black River Furniture Outlet, Western Wisconsin's cabin store. Buy unique, one-of-a-kind pieces made in the USA, featuring aspen, hickory, barnwood, and specialty woods like walnut and maple burl. Shop dining sets, bars and bar stools. Find epoxy pieces, coffee and end tables, cabin furniture bedroom sets in king, queen, full, or twin. Bunk beds and case pieces to match. Huge selection in stock to take home or deliver today. Family and veteran owned, Black River Furniture Outlet, Black River Falls.
The 988 Suicide and Crisis Lifeline is here and ready to help. Anyone in Wisconsin can call, text, or chat to get connected to a trained 988 counselor. Trained counselors are here to support anyone experiencing a suicidal, mental health, or substance use crisis. You can also contact 988 if you're concerned about someone. 988 is confidential and free to all Wisconsin residents. 988 24/7. Call, text, chat. Here to support you.
Life's more rewarding at Blaine's Farm and Fleet, especially when it comes to lawn care. Right now, get unbeatable deals on a huge selection of lawn tractors, mowers, and more. Like $30 instant savings on this Craftsman self-propelled mower. Shop our assortment of Cub Cadet zero turns and riders. New at Blaine's, get $20 instant savings on a cordless DeWalt pruning saw or edger. And rewards members get a free $10 gift card with $80 spent on estate fertilizer.
Find value at Blaine's Farm and Fleet.
Have you ever met with a mortgage loan officer and after only 2 or 3 minutes, they push your papers towards you and say, "We can't help"? At Firefighters Credit Union, we call that the big push. When you meet with Matt Farron or Troy Arns, they know you deserve a lot of time and know you're going to be ready for a mortgage someday. So I guarantee you, you'll never get the big push at Firefighters Credit Union.
'Cause everybody's welcome. Firefighters Credit Union.
Excuse me, is this carpet stain resistant?
No, doesn't seem like it is. Sorry.
For advice from real flooring experts and huge savings on stain-resistant flooring, visit Carpet One. Carpet One Floor and Home. Right now at your local Carpet One, you can get help from our flooring experts while saving big and enjoying special financing on beautiful floors for your home. Come see us today.
Thank you for watching News 8 Now. Expect more.
Second graders in La Crosse are getting a lesson in city history. The La Crosse County Historical Society is hosting special field trips during the first 2 weeks of this month. Students will visit the La Crosse Area Heritage Center, where they'll learn more about the people in La Crosse County, such as the Ho-Chunk community. They'll also visit the historic Hickson House, where they'll get a glimpse at a home from the 1900s.
They were philanthropists, supporters of a number of charities around town, instrumental in the development of the city from the 1870s onwards.
Students will round out their trip at Pogue Park, where they'll have lunch and learn about the park's namesake. Always good to know where we've been. Also useful to know where we're heading weather-wise. And for that, we go to our master extraordinaire weatherman, Bill Glenn.
Wow, I like that. I could live with that label. The good news, the Mississippi River is falling. Also good news, the temperatures in my 8-day forecast are rising. So in case you missed the data at the top of the show, let's get to those river flood warnings once again. And it continues to be focused on the Mississippi River, of course, and that's because of the snowmelt from the heavy snow that we saw this past winter over northern Wisconsin and northern Minnesota. So river flood warnings continue for the Mississippi all the way from Lake City and Wabasha downstream right through the heart of our viewing area down to Prairie du Chien and McGregor. And if you missed that data earlier in the newscast, again, we like to see these arrows pointing down for the current stages. That means all levels are falling from Wabasha down through Winona here in La Crosse and Prairie du Chien and McGregor. And most of the forecasts call for that level to fall to flood stage around May 7th or 8th for Wabasha, Winona here in La Crosse, probably later for Prairie du Chien and McGregor down to the south there. In fact, still about 2 feet above flood stage as of May 8th. But again, some good news. And I'm not really seeing any real heavy rain events in the next 8 days. Might see some pretty good rains on Sunday, but it takes a lot of rainfall, several inches, to really see a significant rise on the Mississippi. So that trend of falling should continue. Plenty of clouds today, still cooler than average. 55 was the high, 66 is where we should be. 94 and 27 the records, and just a trace of rain today with some sprinkles in spots. 54 with a mostly cloudy sky. 53 here at the station. Winds have been gusting today as well, 30 to 40 miles per hour at times. And again, there's the latest Mississippi River stage here in La Crosse, 14.13. The Chippewa River holding steady. 51 degrees for you folks in Eau Claire, but again, gusty north to northwest winds, 25 to almost 40 miles per hour. So still cooler than average in the Great Lakes and upper Midwest, but see this warmer air off to the west. We're going to start to tap into that, especially by Wednesday, and you'll see that in the 8-day forecast. But current temperatures range from 49 at Volk Field, 51 in Sparta, 54 in Winona and La Crosse, and 56 in Prairie du Chien. Northwest winds 10 to 25 miles per hour, gusting 30 to 40 miles per hour at times, and wind trackers showing those gusts continuing overnight, although they subside a little bit into the 20 to 25 mile per hour range. Still a breezy day tomorrow, still from the north and northwest. And then finally those winds start to die down as we head into tomorrow night. Satellite radar showing that departing storm system that brought the cruddy weekend across the region with the rain and snow showers. High pressure and control tomorrow and Wednesday, keeping us dry, and then some low-end rain chances approach as we head later into the week. So kind of a mix of clouds and stars overnight tonight. Tomorrow, more clouds to the east, better chance of seeing some sunshine west of the river. So we'll call it a mix of clouds and sun. And then heading into Wednesday, a better chance for some sun region-wide. So some good news there. All right, forecast details, mostly to partly cloudy, rather blustery tonight. Lows in the 30s for many, and those northwest winds 10 to 20, gusting to 35. 57 tomorrow, so still breezy and cool with a mix of clouds and sun. But here's the warm-up. 64 on Wednesday, low 70s by the end of the week. Small end chances for isolated showers and thunderstorms both Thursday and Friday. Dry Saturday. Best chance of rain over the next 8 days on Sunday, and then mild next Monday and Tuesday. Highs in the low to mid 70s. So much more spring-like forecast over the next 8 days than what we have seen as of late.
All right, sounds like a plan. Thanks a lot, Bill.
All right.
When we come back, uniting with a dish. The royal family calling all cooks to prepare the same way for King Charles's coronation.
On News 8 Now this morning, the end of the school year is just around the corner, and for many families struggling to provide school lunches, but a new proposal would change that. And why one Minnesota community is showing support for the Muslim community. Have a great night. More News 8 Now is after the break.
See the stories you missed or watch them again on our YouTube page or find us at news8000.com.
I won't write your will.
I don't write contracts.
I won't handle your divorce.
I do know a few things about personal injury law.
All I do is help injured people get the compensation they deserve.
At Bygoff and Rohde, that's how we get results.
Introducing the StarMark composite window, now available exclusively at Clear Choice Window and Home Solutions. With its solid frame construction, this revolutionary window is 2,000% more airtight, 40% more energy efficient, and 12 times stronger than the average vinyl window.
And at a price less than what many companies charge for lower quality vinyl windows.
Call now to save 50% off installation.
When you safely dispose of the unused medications in your home, you protect your whole family. But when our whole community does it, we can protect so many more. Wisconsin often leads the nation in safe drug disposal, so let's keep it up. Participate in the next Drug Take-Back Day in your community, or find a year-round safe disposal drop box near you. Get started today at doseofrealitywi.gov.
To everyone who appreciates a handcrafted meal, are you ready for a taste of Wisconsin?
Butterburger's cooked fresh, just the way you like.
The way you love.
Definitely love.
And our thick and creamy frozen custard, we make it for you all throughout the day. All day.
All day, every day.
Put it in the extra work and not cutting corners.
Takes a little longer.
But it's how we've always done it at Culver's. Because making your meal with care shows how much we care.
From Wisconsin with love.
Welcome to Delicious.
When the insurance company sees Bygoff and Rohde on the other side, they know they're in for a fight. It's your life, but it's our fight. And they know that if they're not being fair with us, they will find themselves in court, and that's how Bygoff and Rohde gets results for its clients.
Our Drew Barrymore exclusive, talking all about her viral house alarm moment.
I'm finishing!
Next ET.
The news continues on News 8 Now. Expect more.
Well, some partygoers might have had a little too much fun this weekend in Madison. Police arrested 44 people at Saturday's annual Mifflin Street block party. Now, the activity comes after a balcony collapse that left 2 people hospitalized just last year. City officials also urged partiers to use caution, especially when it comes to those balconies down the block. Many partygoers said they used caution, but one resident said he wasn't taking any chances this year.
We had the fire department come by this morning to make sure that we didn't have anyone on our porch because it's considered condemned by the city. We put caution tape around the outside. It's been an interesting day. So far, so good. We've been able to keep everyone off our porch.
Around 10,000 people attended that crowded party and over 200 police officers monitoring the whole thing. Police have not reported any other arrests. It is the week of the King's coronation in Britain, and classes are underway to teach people how to make the perfect coronation quiche, a dish the royal family is encouraging residents to serve as they celebrate this big-time event. CBS's Tina Kraus has the story from London.
The palace rolled out the official recipe for coronation quiche last month. And ever since, bakers across Britain have been trying to get it just right.
Actually, it's quite a cheap dish to do. The ingredients are very plentiful no matter where you are in the world.
Featuring spinach, broad beans, and tarragon, it's a royal recipe bringing communities together.
Make sure you put it between your fingers.
The tart tops the menu at this cooking school in London.
Oh wow, I think mine looks pretty perfect.
After all, this isn't just any quiche. It's declared by King Charles and his wife Camilla, the Queen Consort, as the dish of the day to celebrate the King's crowning. And it's going down well with these student chefs.
The tarragon was, very unique, very British, celebrating the coronation like we should.
I do like it. It was very good.
Coronation Quiche is a nod to Coronation Chicken, a curry and mayonnaise-based dish invented for Queen Elizabeth when she was crowned back in 1953.
I prefer the quiche to the Coronation Chicken. I'm not a great fan of Coronation Chicken.
Keeping with his green credentials, King Charles has offered a vegan-friendly twist for the quiche.
So we're not putting lard in it.
Allowing bakers to tweak the tart to their taste, so the crowning glory can be served at as many coronation parties as possible. Tina Kraus, CBS News, London.
And if you're interested in learning the recipe, you can find it on the royal family's official website. Keep it here. Bill's got one more check of your forecast when we come back.
Shop for a cause at Home Seasonal Concepts. Home will give you 10% off sale prices on porch and patio when you donate $10 to help ovarian cancer research. Give $10 and get 10% off sale prices now at Home Seasonal Concepts.
Are you looking for ways to manage your money wherever life takes you? Ultra's online and mobile banking is where it's at. We make managing your accounts on any device easy and secure. So go ahead, transfer funds, send money, deposit checks, or pay bills. All on your schedule, anytime, anywhere. But don't just take our word for it. Here's what our members say. Take the next step and download the Ultra mobile app from the Apple App Store or Google Play. Ultra Federal Credit Union, helping you live your best life.
A caring nurse who needed some care of his own.
I feel like I'm giving people their lives back again.
That's the upside to Robert's job. The downside?
I'm on my feet all the time.
Robert tried to deal with the pain on his own.
And I would roll tennis balls under my feet, frozen water bottles.
Nothing worked until he got fitted for Good Feet arch supports.
Now that I'm pain free, I can make these people feel better.
See if they work for you with a free arch support fitting and test walk at the Good Feet store.
The local water experts at Culligan can take care of everything but the kitchen sink. Actually, we do that too. Culligan, here for every water worry.
It's time to remodel your kitchen or bathroom today. Interior Designs can help you from design to completion. Our designers will help pick out your new cabinets, countertops, flooring, and backsplash. Our installation team will complete the look, including plumbing and sheetrocking. Let us take care of the entire process so you can enjoy your new kitchen or bathroom. Call today, Interior Designs Holman.
Happy Take and Bake Tuesday!
Every Tuesday at Papa Murphy's, you can get any large pizza for just $12, which makes Tuesday the best day to bring home all your favorites.
We might have too many favorites.
Order now at papamurphys.com.
Right now at Home Sleep Express, get interest-free financing on any Tempur-Pedic mattress, plus a $300 bonus shopping cart, free delivery, setup, and a 120-night guarantee. Plus the area's best selection of Tempur-Pedic at Home Sleep Express.
Mostly cloudy right now, and overnight we will see temperatures gradually fall from the low to mid 50s is where we sit right now. So if you have outdoor plans, a light coat would be a good idea. Lows around 39 degrees, still windy, especially this evening. Nice warming trend though, still cool tomorrow, 57, 60s on Wednesday, 70s by the end of the week.
Love to see those temperature figures. Bill, thanks very much. And thanks for joining us tonight at 5. We appreciate your time, and we'll see you at 6.